खालिद महमूद जी एक्सप्रेस टीवी से। ताहिर साहब, रिपोर्ट्स हैं कि नेक्स्ट राउंड ऑफ टॉक्स में चाइना, तुर्की और सऊदी अरब भी शामिल हो रहा है। क्या कोई कंफर्मेशन है इसमें कि इसमें तोसी करेगी?
सॉरी, चाइना?
चाइना, तुर्की, सऊदीया भी नेक्स्ट राउंड ऑफ टॉक्स में शरीक हो रही हैं।
मेरे ख्याल में ये टॉक्स पे बतीन साहब का भी सवाल था। वी कैन टेक बतीन साहब क्वेश्चन, आपका क्वेश्चन एंड एनी फॉलो अप। जी।
Sir, this is Wasim Abbasi from Arab News. There was a report today that in Arab media that CDF is visiting Washington after Tehran. Can you confirm that? And also the dates for the next round of talks in Islamabad?
जी सर, प्लीज।
Thank you, sir.
जस्ट वन सेकेंड। आपने पूछा था थर्ड कंट्री। जी सर।
Alvin Siddiqui, business recorder, says, can we expect the next critical round of talks in Islamabad before the expiry of the 2-week ceasefire on 21st April, sir?
सप्लीमेंट्री है या कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री है?
थैंक यू सर। असगर अली मुबारक। सर, पाकिस्तान ने बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट जो डिप्लोमेटिक एक रोल अदा किया है, उसके बाद रशिया ने और दूसरे कंट्री ने भी जो है वो सालसी के किरदार के लिए ऑफर की है, बल्कि पाकिस्तान के ज़रिए उसका हिस्सा बनना चाह रहे हो। इस हवाले से कुछ बता दीजिएगा।
So, taking into account all these questions, um, our as I said, our role as mediator and facilitator did not stop when Islamabad talks. This last round concluded. It continued as was expressed by the Deputy Prime Minister in his media statement. And the subsequent visit, the arrival of the Chief of Defense Forces in Tehran yesterday, visit of our delegation to the three countries, a Prime Minister delegation, should be seen as part of this continuum. We would continue to advocate for peace, prosperity, peace and stability. We would also continue to our facilitatory role by keeping open channels of communications between Tehran and Washington. And a very third important aspect of our approach is to take our partners, our allies, our friendly countries, and any country who is supportive of the peace process, to keep them into confidence, keep briefing them about the policies. This our efforts is an endeavor for an open covenant of peace, openly arrived at. So we in these high level exchanges, we are maintaining these channels of communication. As regards the role of the other countries, you may wish to refer to the statement of the spokesperson of the White House. Our effort is to keep everybody on board in terms of their support and advocacy, and this is in the context of the numerous conversations that our leadership has held with their counterparts. So we would certainly welcome their support and advocacy, and the principal channels of communications are taking place through Islamabad. The same applies for Russia. It's an important global player, and we value the endorsement that has emanated from Moscow on our peace efforts. As regards the specifics of what was discussed in Tehran yesterday, for example, or what is being discussed amongst our leaders, or what has been transpiring on these channels of communication, I would wish to reiterate my point that we would not comment on the specifics. The position of the relevant parties is a trust on for us. We keep this trust, and we maintain confidentiality. Our position is partial to peace and partial to progress, stability, and prosperity. Uh, the next round of talks, there are no dates, as was the case, for example, for Islamabad talks. I mean, there were a number of questions on when these talks would take place. So I requested all our media colleagues that we should refrain from the speculations and wait for the official announcements. So I don't have an official announcement to make in this regard. We would announce the timing of these talks as and when it is decided. I must also here mention Pakistan's media's very responsible role during Islamabad talks. I think our Pakistani media maintained exemplary professionalism throughout the talks. They did not speculate. They did not, shared any information based on any guesswork. You were very patient as well. Obviously, these talks were were held with due confidentiality, and indeed our very thoroughly professional media supported our endeavors to maintain confidentiality and maintain the trust that the two parties and the larger international communities have reposed on Pakistan in terms of conduct of these talks.